Welcome to the Change Room, where we take fashion seriously. On this week's show, we take you on a trip around the globe as we see how fashion crosses cultures and borders without leaving the comfort of your living room. Hi and welcome to the show. I'm your host Emma.
And I'm Justin.
And this is Focus Hollywood.
Now this is the program that takes you to all those places where you want to go in Hollywood. So if it's hip, if it's cool, just like my beautiful co-host Emma, then that's where we're going to take you.
We're at El Guapo in Los Angeles, home of beer pong. Okay, we are at the hub of the entertainment industry. Yep, we're in Hollywood, baby, right in the center, smack bang. We're at Hollywood and Highland, Mann's Chinese Theatre, El Capitan Theatre across the road, and of course, home of all the award shows and everything Hollywood. This is where all the stars will be next weekend. Mel Gibson. Big hands. Well, you know what they say. I'm so excited right now. This is probably as close as I'm going to get to Nicole Kidman.
What does the average person on the street admit to being obsessed about? We ventured out into the streets of Brisbane to find out. What's your fashion obsession?
Oh, have to tell me. Bags and sunglasses?
Bags and sunglasses. Okay, now, are they an important part of the whole outfit?
Okay, so Hollywood's not all about things glamorous and Oscars and parties and spending lots of money at all the fancy clubs. In fact, the real LA experience is free, and it's right here at Runyon Canyon. Okay, so this is a real hike, so don't forget, you might need to stretch. Woo, what a workout. Did you go for a walk up the hill today? You would tuck it out. That's a pretty good view. And yeah, that hike was worth it.
Here it comes.
Hey! Are you ready for your journey? Thought so. From the exotic to the romantic, we're going to find the best places in the world that are truly worthy of the title paradise. I'm Emma, and people say I'm a lot like Martha Stewart meets MacGyver of all things food, wine and travel. So with me, you're going to get an insight into life in paradise, not just the well-trodden tourist hotspots. We have 52 weeks and 12 destinations to do it in. And did I forget to mention, you're coming with me every step of the way, so get your passports ready and your bags packed. I'll see you in paradise.
I'll tell you anything. Welcome to the good life. Paradise like a screen that rocks in her head. Welcome to the good life. Stand aside as good as a tom from your bed. Welcome to the good life. Living life in a shell, I'd rather be dead. Welcome to the good life. If you look real hard with your open dog, you see young naked love lying there.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I bet that last commercial got you thinking about a welding career. Well, now's the time to make the call and take the next step. Just call the number on your screen and ask for more information. It's really that easy to get started, so don't wait. Get on your way to a lifelong welding career. Call now.
For a brochure, call 888-123-1234. That's 888-123-1234. Call now.
Whether it's across the road or across the globe, this is the show that lets our taste buds guide the way. I'm Emma Green, and this is the Taste Bud Traveller. And today, I'm on the hunt for celebs. see where celebs have left their mark in the past, but if you're a tourist to LA, actually spotting a celeb can be pretty hard. I'm here to show you that you don't need to jump on one of these tours, you don't need VIP party passes, and you don't need to spend a lot on fancy hotels. Nope. You just need your appetite. Today, I'm going to show you the local hotspots where the celebs love to dine. Now, you probably recognize the place behind me from the hit TV show Entourage. This is where Vinny and his boys used to come hang out. But they're not the only celebs that come and hang out here. In fact, this place is crawling with them. They all come here for their organic coffee fix, and even if you don't spot one, you're at least going to feel like a hip Angelino hanging out here, enjoying your organic chai latte and kale salad. Yum! Don't let the big green hedge fool you. There is a lot more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye. Looking past the Ferraris and Lamborghinis in the driveway, you'll see inside why this place is a constant draw for the who's who of Hollywood elite. Everyone from Oprah to Brangelina and everyone in between. This place draws them constantly for the yummy food and classy atmosphere. Good news is that some of the dishes are very reasonably priced. So you can even dine with celebrities the next time you come. This is Fig and Olive, and it's the latest craze here in LA. And the celeb visitors here read like the pages of Vanity Fair. From the president to Beyonce, Lionel Richie, and even the Biebs. Yep, they have all dined here. And while this place serves small style plates, it certainly delivers big on celebrities. Now, what dining experience would be complete without dessert? I'm here at Sprinkles Cupcakes in Beverly Hills. Now, this is the world's first cupcake bakery, and this is where the whole craze started from, right here. The celebs love this place, and on any given day, you could be standing in line right next to one. You name it, they all come here to get their sugar fix. Post-Oscars parties, celebrity baby showers, birthdays. This is the place to get your celebrity sugar fix on. Don't mind me, I'm gonna get into my cupcake. So if you're planning a trip to the City of Angels, do things a little differently and use your appetite to guide the way. Chances are you might even spot a few celebs on your journey. Hi, I'm Emma Green, your Taste Bud Traveler, and today we are in Franklin Village in Los Angeles.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start.
The reason I brought you to this uber-trendy hipster part of town is for one of my favourite LA institutions, Happy Hour. La Poubelle does the best happy hour in town, and they have some pretty interesting things on the menu, and I know you're going to love them as much as I do. Now, my background hasn't always been in food. In fact, I was one of the fussiest eaters anywhere I know. I drove my family crazy. Even something as exotic as black pepper was way too much for me. I'm completely self-taught, and I love everything from desserts to decadent 5-star meals. And I'm kind of like the Martha Stewart meets MacGyver of everything food, wine, and travel. So I'm the best girl to know somewhere like this place. Whether it's across the road or across the globe, I'm the go-to girl to get you there. Food and travel is my passion, and yes, I am available to travel buddies. Let's check it out. So, La Poubelle came about from a dream that Miss Jacqueline had, and in 1969 she wanted to open a creperie here in LA. So now La Poubelle has become a local favourite, and on a Sunday afternoon is probably the best time to come. It's got fantastic drinks and even better sides. Now, they're full-size bottles that are not available in Happy Hour, a lot more expensive. So if you're like me, trying something new and exciting and delicious without having to pay a really expensive price, okay. So this is their heirloom beans. They have cannellini beans, potatoes, celery, and parsley. And I can't describe it, the smell coming from this is so aromatic, and that's from the celery and the parsley. It's very refreshing. notes from the potatoes are really hearty, and that tang gets you. Instead of too much salt, you just replace it with your tang and parsley, and it's perfection. Okay, so this is their specialty bruschetta, and if you have a look, it's actually not different to normal bruschetta. It's not all chopped up with bits of tomato thin toast. It's delicious chocolate, which is perfectly aerated, crunchy on the outside, with delicious almond tomatoes, darker in colour, a bit more pungent in flavour, sprinkled with sea salt, balsamic aged balsamic, and olive oil. And why I like the most is that they've gone the whole basil thing completely. They've gone with the upland cress, which gives it a refreshing punch, rather than that anise type flavour that comes from the basil. Just FYI, cress is very tasty. There's a slight clove taste that kind of comes out of it, but the pan is crunchy and thick. The tomatoes are smooth and rich, and then the sea salt just gives it that punch that it needs. Cheddar, done differently. Who needs basil anyway? So what meal would be complete without a drink? Happy hour drink at that. This is a cable car, spice rum, orange liqueur, and fresh lemon sour. And I'm kind of excited. Oh, it's just perfect on a hot LA afternoon day in the sun, whiling away the afternoon. You've got depth of the spice rum, that caramel kind of flavour, and then that refreshing lemon sour like kick at the end. But it's actually not too sour. It's perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I may order a couple of these. So this is a fantastic happy hour, and the food here is top quality. The ingredients are fresh, the choices and the blends are really unique, especially for happy hour pricing. You don't really get this anywhere else, which is why it's my favourite place. And just on a little side note, how LA is this? All of this, vegan friendly, talk about clean living.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's...
I'm at the Ethiopian Festival here at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. That looks like it's going to be really spicy.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yummy?
It's a little spicy. I like that. I made a friend over food. Yay! Just so wonderful to see such an old and vibrant culture alive and thriving.
I like it. As if I wouldn't like something with cheese that's fried. I mean, really, come on.
Called pork butts. Pork butts.
That sounds delicious. Mouth is on fire right now. This one is rabbit. I feel like I shouldn't be eating it. If you're a meat eater, this is the place to come.
Very therapeutic. I like it. Don't really know. Oh!
You can try.
Just like New York City, this event is big and bold.
The style of the music determines the tempo and rhythm of the game. Welcome to SteelSpot, and today's tip is the list method. Stop impulse buying and make sure that you write a list before you shop and stick to it. And let's take a look at today's deals.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Change Room, where we take fashion seriously.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma Green for Holly Scoop.
And I bet that last commercial got you thinking about a welding career. Well, now's the time to make the call and take the next step.
If you like social media and your company's in the pool and spa industry, then we invite you to visit the pool and spa industry's first social network. Have fun, make connections, and grow your business simultaneously at the Pool Spa Expo Network Lounge. See you there.
Now, what dining experience would be complete without dessert? I'm here at Sprinkles Cupcakes in Beverly Hills. This is the place to get your celebrity sugar fix on. Don't mind me, I'm gonna get into my cupcake. New York has always been a major destination for immigrants, and like most immigrant communities, the Brazilians have created a space for themselves here in the Big Apple to stay connected to their roots. Today, we're headed to Little Brazil, where the celebration of Brazilian food, music, culture, and history has been attracting millions since 1984. This event is big and bold. Brazil is a country with a diverse cultural background. This combination of colourful cultures is a breeding ground for some of the largest celebrations in the world, with Carnival and Bumba Mobile topping the list. Like Brazil, New York City is a melting pot of sorts, and has been a prime destination for Brazilians on the move. The city has become a cultural epicenter for Brazilian Americans, and once a year they put on an extraordinary show for the residents of New York, attracting 1.5 million people.
We do this for our nation. We do this for Brazil. We do this for the people, so we want to make sure the people having fun.
The festival kicks off with Lavagem da Rua 46, the cleansing of 46th Street, a procession throughout Little Brazil and 6th Avenue, intended to celebrate the purification and unification of the people. The procession is a mystic tradition that started in Bahia in the 18th century. And here we will see the Baianas leading the cleansing while dressed in their traditional white dresses and carrying vases filled with perfumed water. The cleansing is believed to have originated when slaves were forced to wash away the stairway of the church for the patron saint's party. This spiritual event is very much cleansing in nature, out with the old energy and in with the new. Lavagem da Rua 46 offers a stage for another Brazilian tradition, capoeira. Designed by African slaves as a mobilization method against slavery, capoeira is a combination of dance, music, and martial arts. The slaves used dance and music as a way to mask the resistance mechanism of the martial arts.
Capoeira is a fight for freedom. It's a martial art of resistance. Capoeira has no age, has no limit. It's all about yourself.
Music is an integral part of capoeira. The style of the music determines the tempo and rhythm of the game.
Capoeira!
Okay, one of the things you've got to know about this festival is that it is a culmination of different cultures, not just Brazilian, because it's all about the community coming together. So you're going to find French food, Italian food, Greek food, you name it, they probably have it here. Brazilian cuisine is a reflection of its multicultural roots. In much of Brazil, you'll find a commingling of food with strong influences from African, Spanish, and Portuguese cuisines. Brazilian food takes a lot of its influence by the African slaves that were brought to Brazil in the 16th century. And a lot of the spices and the traditional ways of cooking are infused in that style. Now, Demi here is going to show me one of the traditional dishes. What is this?
It's called pastel. That's how we pronounce
pastel.
Pastel. It's a beef pastel.
Okay.
Right? It's basically a flour, lard, cachaça, which is a Brazilian rum made of sugar cane.
There's rum in this?
When we mix in the dough,
yeah,
we put inside.
There's some good herbs and spices in there. I like it. As if I wouldn't like something with cheese that's fried. I mean, really, come on. Another Brazilian favorite is fresh sugarcane juice. Sugarcane is a tall perennial grass native to warm, temperate regions and is responsible in the making of sugar, molasses, rum, and ethanol. Okay, Phil, this looks kind of dangerous. What are you doing?
Well, right now what I'm doing, I'm cleaning the cane, sugar cane, and we're going to extract the juice out of it by putting it in the sugar cane extractor.
This one here.
So it'll go in, squeeze out the juice, it'll come into a strainer so you don't get all the nasty stuff, and then all you get is pure sugar cane juice.
Nothing
else, no water, just ice to make it fresh, but you'll tell me how it tastes and how good it feels going down.
Okay, let's see how this works. It kind of has like a real syrupy texture to it, almost. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be kind of like tart.
Good?
Or sharp. It's so good. Right. It's really, really sweet. I love it. I can't even begin to explain to you like how busy and crowded and high energy this whole place is. These people are really putting on this great party.
Much like Brazil itself, the Brazilian Day Festival is a fusion of food, culture, and entertainment, celebrated in the most fashionable way imaginable. This is one festival not to be missed.
I'm here in southeastern Massachusetts, considered by many to be the birthplace of European immigration into the United States, Plymouth Rock. Now, not far from me is the city of New Bedford, home of one of the largest populations of Portuguese immigrants in the United States, and the largest Portuguese feast. Feast of the Blessed Sacrament is celebrated every year here in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and by the looks of things, it is quite the celebration.
This is it. It don't get no better than this. Like they say, the largest Portuguese feast in the world.
This feast now has been celebrated for 97 years. We all gather together whenever one of the communities has a celebration. So during the course of the feast, everyone in New Bedford is Portuguese.
Oftentimes, these festivals start out as a feast or a celebration of food. This feast has been celebrating traditional Portuguese cuisine since 1950.
I'm going to find out what people here at the feast are really eating. So this looks really interesting. What is this?
Bacalhau, Portuguese catfish.
Is it good?
Definitely, it's worth it. I don't know how to make it myself, that's why we come here to get it.
I am eating a linguiça sandwich. Every time you get a linguiça sandwich here, it's spot on.
Okay, I've made my way back here in the kitchen to see where all the action happens with all the food here at the fest. There is some serious cooking going on.
You're looking at it about 2, 4, 6 pans. Here's what we call pork butts. Pork butts.
That sounds delicious.
The food is the same as the Madeira. We don't change anything.
Okay.
We take our forefathers' recipes and we continue that as long as we can.
These are traditional recipes.
Yes. We have many old timers.
Yeah.
When they come over, it brings back memories to them. And so we buy the goat, and then we marinate it overnight with Madeira wine, garlic, onions, white pepper, and red wine also. We bought 600 pounds of tuna.
And you're going to sell all of that this festival?
Oh, it's almost all gone.
Okay, so I got a bit of a behind-the-scenes look in the kitchen, and I got to see the food being made. Now comes the real deal, time to taste it all. So as you can tell by just something like what's on my plate right now, there's a lot of variety with Portuguese food. My mouth is on fire right now. This one is rabbit. I feel like I shouldn't be eating it. Okay. That's actually okay. I still got really bad. It tastes really good.
Being that Portugal is a seafaring nation, Portuguese cuisine is often associated with fish and seafood, primarily codfish. But when it comes to this Portuguese festival, there is no shortage of beef.
If you're a meat eater, this is the place to come.
The 40-foot barbecue pit is a huge attraction at this festival. Ed, our festival host, helped me navigate through this massive undertaking. It first starts with the beef, buy it by the pound, load it onto this ginormous skewer, throw on some secret spices, and it's ready for the pit. A tradition so often looked at as a great American pastime might have come from the Portuguese.
It started back on the island of Madeira at their small festivals that they had up in the mountains, where they would cut sprigs of trees and they would skewer meat.
Okay.
And they would do it in the country at fairs and festivals.
You know, the meat was so tender and the spices created a unique flavour experience, and that could only be topped by another festival favourite, Madeiran wine.
And I got to tell you, this festival is kind of blowing me away. There is so much here. Okay, I was really curious about the culture of the festival, and mostly dancing and the music. So I've come here to the Museum of Madeiran Heritage to speak with Mike, the Director of Entertainment, about music and dancing.
In 2003, I became a festeiro, which is the gentleman that put the feast on. There's a lot of culture and a lot of Madeiran pride here. Our group was formulated to emulate the group from Camacho.
So you actually dance?
Yes, I do.
Well, I like to dance.
Well, why don't we see what you got?
All right, show me your moves.
Let's go. It's a simple step, kind of like a little hop with a turn.
This number is called Alamado, and it's right from the town of Camacho on the island of Madeira. This dance is characterized by a unique and very traditional instrument called the banquinho. Like traditional Portuguese folk dancing, Madeiran dance is deeply rooted in long history and rich culture. And like so much of everything at this festival, it's quite the crowd pleaser.
This feast has certainly been a lot of fun. The culture, the entertainment, the food. What a great way to finish a fantastic day. I'm in the nation's capital, and I'm about to immerse myself in the history, culture, and of course the cuisine of a country considered the cradle of human beings. I'm at the Ethiopian Festival here at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. Historically, Ethiopia is one of the oldest territories in the world, but it wasn't until as recently as the 1980s that Ethiopians began truly migrating to the US. Now, hundreds of thousands of Ethiopians live here, and with them they bring their rich traditions of culture and cuisine. Andrew Lawrence is from the Ethiopian American Cultural Center in DC's Little Ethiopia district.
Yeah, we're right here at Ground Zero, Shoah neighborhood, Washington, D.C., U Street. Very famous place in history. The Ethiopian immigrants came to this area when the Emperor Haile Selassie was overthrown. Now they've grown. It's the largest Ethiopian community outside of Ethiopia. A population over 100,000 Ethiopians, and it's just growing.
So they've really established this area and improved it.
They really have.
Andrew told me that a big part of Ethiopian American culture is making sure the young generation of Ethiopians experience and celebrate their deeply rooted traditions. Ethiopian Heritage Festival was designed to do just that.
So tell me about the festival. How did it come about?
Actually, if you look at our mission statement, our main goal is to preserve and maintain our culture and our heritage.
So when it comes to like Ethiopian culture in America, what do you think has changed to like adapt?
Well, that's the battle. I mean, we have to fight to keep it as it is. We still try to eat, you know, the food. You saw the injera.
It smells amazing.
Yeah.
Like so many others, Ethiopians know that preserving culinary traditions is at the root of preserving culture itself. And in a fast food world, that's no small challenge. So I went to explore Ethiopia's revered cuisine. I met up with Endo Kashu, a trained chef in traditional Ethiopian food.
Endo Kashu, what are we making? This looks good.
Today we try to make tibs. This is one of Ethiopia's national food.
Okay.
I learned that this dish, tibs, can be made with a variety of meats and vegetables. For this go-round, Endo Kashu was using beef, green peppers and tomatoes.
I've heard that Ethiopian food is like the hottest in Africa, is that right?
Yes, but we have the mild food as well.
For people like me to try?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Now we put this.
That looks like it's going to be really spicy.
Yes.
Oh no.
Now it's ready. When you come in Ethiopia and if you have a guest who is close to you or a person who we respect, you feed him the first one.
Ah.
So you mind?
Of course, I've heard of this.
Yes, thank you. Yummy?
It's a little spicy. It tastes really good. Well, I feel privileged. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That means that we're friends.
Yes.
I like that. I made a friend over food. Yay! The Ethiopians really take their culture seriously. They want to keep their culture alive and well so that the younger ones that are growing up in America, they know where they came from, what their roots are all about, and they get to see things that they probably wouldn't otherwise get to see. Hello. Nice to meet you, Abby.
What's your favorite game?
I like Walata. Show me how to do it. Does that look silly? Am I not doing what he's doing? These people have gone all out. It's amazing. And I think that this is definitely going to become something that's going to be a staple in DC. Everyone seems to be having a really good time. I have. I've eaten a lot, kind of full, but it's great.
It's just so wonderful to see such an old and vibrant culture alive and thriving.
It does make you happy. Now I know why you were smiling. I was like, she's smiling so much when she's in the room. Thank you.
Welcome to my garage. Stop. Are you a hardware industry professional? Well, there's the traditional way to do things, and there's the alternative way to do things. At Internet Trade Show's Hardware Expo, we've combined the two in perfect harmony. Visit us at www.internettradeshows.com. How did you get that again?